role of the Keyup, as the people saw it and as it worked out, was that he would come at least once a year to the village. He would always sleep there, and he would do what he had to do, which was probably a census, a medical check, or his orderly would do a medical check, anything else that needed to be done. And then he would sit and just be open for comment and discussion. We would often conduct what we call political education. If self-government independence were issues at that time, we would talk about that, explain what that was, how it worked, what the House of Assembly was, and so on. But what the people really wanted was for me, or the Keyup, to sit and hear their disputes. Any problems that was there, or any courts, they could be heard. And you really didn't leave until everything was sorted out. And sometimes you would stay for days. In my case, often because I was recording oral history every night, I would very often stay 2 or 3 days in a village.
So this collection's made up of more than 600 items. So it's quite vast, and it's spread across a lot of sea peak region, but it's actually got a lot of components from the Gulf and the Highlands, which makes it quite significant because they're not very well collected areas. Some of the items are completely traditional. Some of the items are actually sacred items. So, and he's got some evidence of some sacred stones that have had replicas made specifically for the tourist trade. His collection is, woven materials, knitted materials, carved materials, and a vast array of stone objects as well. Not only has each object been individually catalogued and documented where it was collected, what type of material it was made from, which cultural group it was made from, Laurie has actually got a vast range of folders that indicate all the depths of research. So you can see that he's written to people, he's documented everything in his catalogue books. That is in itself quite a significant asset. Just on this board alone, you can see pieces made out of pig's teeth and human teeth and dog's teeth. So, and shell vertebrae from shark cartilage. So it's really interesting viewing a collection that's actually been privately curated by him as well, which I think demonstrates his commitment and passion for the art objects. Everything is fully catalogued. So, the private collector has taken on the role of a museum curator and collection manager. A lot of private collections are stored in one area, a lot of it's boxed. Some of it might not be looked after, but this collection's been lovingly cared for. So it's quite a significant collection and acquisition piece eventually.
I do like tribal art, and I used to do paintings. This one here explains my thinking. This one is a beautiful Karawari object and the end of a garamut. But these things in the village are not just inanimate objects. These are very, very special things, and they are surrounded by spirits, beliefs, interacting personal knowledge. The old men are part of these things. They are not separate, not different. So what I learned when I was being taught to paint at school is that you never let your design take the viewer's eye out of your painting. It must always bring it back. So we go in circles. When I got round to designing and putting my artefacts on the wall, I used the same logic. I like circles, and for everything to be bound together by motion. And so this is an example of the thinking behind that. I started interviewing people, the elders from each of the 7 villages that had been involved in the Japandai Massacre in 1923. And to my surprise, those people were very keen to tell me about it. I thought they would not, but they were keen. And I did this with tape recorder, and as soon as they had finished talking about what I needed to know, they continued talking. I just let the tape run, and later I translated the tapes from Pidgin to English and transcribed their interviews. Since retiring from PNG in 2011, I have devoted my time to writing CPIC history.